What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know that it's been a couple weeks since I last posted a video. The last video I did was actually at the International Palace when I had a few of my fighters compete there. I had just gotten a wisdom tooth surgery, so I got my two bottom teeth removed. So you know that kept me away from uploading and from being active on social media, on YouTube, and at the boxing gym also. Actually, I took a week off, so I wasn't around for about a week, and on top of that, the aftermath recovery. So yeah, that's the main reason why. But I'm glad to be here, and I'm happy to be back. And just like the title says, I'm gonna jump straight to it. It was just announced a couple weeks ago, not by a manager, not by a reporter, not by not by any media, no, not even a trainer, by one of the fighters himself, David Benavidez. He announced via Instagram that his next opponent is David Morrell. And I am gonna say that I'm excited for this one. It's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a great fight. And these are the fights that the boxing world needs. You know, I'm glad to say that we're slowly getting back on track to the golden era. You know, we're still not there where not just myself, but a lot of boxing fans, a lot of managers, reporters, trainers, a lot of basically everybody involved within the sport, whether they follow it too hard or whether they're casual fans, they would love to have the big fights being made. We're slowly getting there. We're not there 100% yet where boxing was 30, 40 years ago, but we're getting there. You know, these fights are the ones that are going to bring boxing back to its glory days. Just like a couple weeks ago, we had a Better Biev versus Bivol. You know, those are the kind of fights that need to happen. We're hoping that we possibly get another big fight. Terence Crawford versus Virgil Ortiz. That's another huge fight. So these are the fights that need to happen. But back to the topic, Benavidez versus Morrell. That's it's a great fight, and I'm gonna say that I followed David Benavidez's career not since the beginning of it, but since he won his first world title. I had the privilege of training in the same gym that he was training in at the time here in Oxnard. Him and the whole team came by, and they were training in the gym that I was training at that time, which was by then known as the Boxing Laboratory, but it was the old Robert Garcia gym right here in Oxnard. And him, his dad, his brother Jose, Rayo at the time, who was actually still an amateur. He wasn't even a professional fighter yet. I had the privilege of working around them and training alongside them. So it was a great experience witnessing a world champion spar, train. It was great. So ever since then, I followed David Benavidez's career. He was actually getting ready for the Ronald Gavur rematch. So that was great. And ever since then, I've been watching him fight the Anthony Durrell fights, or the Anthony Durrell fight, I'm sorry. David Lemieux when he won the interim title against Caleb Lam, Boo Boo, and now Bostick, and now this one coming up. So I've been keeping up with them, and he's a real throwback fighter, looking for nothing but the best fights out there. And if it's not Canelo, he's looking for the next big fight. And the other big fight is against David Morrell. David Morrell, I have not followed him too much. The first time I actually saw him fight was when he fought the Brazilian Olympian. Correct me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I believe it's Yamaguchi Falcao. He made quick work of him, stopped him in the first round, and did what he had to do. You know, explosive fighter, powerful fighter, and he shows that why he's one of the top guys at 175 now, not even 168. So he's definitely, they both got their hands full with one another. Obviously Falcao was not at the amateur level. He was quite experienced, having made the Olympics, receiving a bronze medal in the Olympics. But in the professional level, he didn't accomplish much. And even though he might have had a decent record under his name, he wasn't the most accomplished fighter, or the fighter that was gonna give Morrell the best challenge out there. Not discrediting Morrell at all, but I don't think that was the type of opponent that was gonna bring the best of Morrell. I think Benavidez is the opponent. And if I'm gonna choose sides, I'm gonna go with Benavidez. You know, not just because I've been following his career a lot longer or because I'm a fan, but I also look at the opposition that they both faced. Benavidez has of course faced the bigger names, the opponents that have been more accomplished, like Bubo Andre, Caleb Plant, even his last opponent, Alex Vosdick. Although he wasn't in his peak anymore, but he as a professional did win a world title. So if I'm gonna go based on the experience and based on the fighter that's been tested a lot more, I gotta go with Benavidez. I think he's been fighting at the high level a lot longer than Morrell. He's had, like I said, better opponents than Morrell, and he's a lot more accomplished than Morrell also. So I gotta go with them. I'm gonna go with Benavidez. It's gonna be a great fight, but I gotta rock with them. The winner of this fight should be fighting the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev if the rematch takes place, which I think it will. And that's actually gonna be another great fight. They can do actually a little tournament with one another. You know, Bivol versus Benavidez, Bivol versus Morrell, and vice versa. So it's definitely the light heavyweight division. It's coming back. You know, it was dead for a couple of years, but now it's back. So it's great. It's a great thing, and you know, it's great for boxing in general. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be a great fight, like I mentioned, and can't wait for this fight to happen. I'm excited. I know you guys are excited, and that's how we should be. You know, we got two explosive fighters in their prime, both world champions. Benavidez holds the interim WBC title, and Morrell the WBA regular title. So the winner out of this fight will be the mandatory for not just one organization, but both the WBC and the WBA. For the winner, which as of right now is the undisputed champion, Artur Beterbiev. So the winner should get Beterbiev if the Bivol rematch does not take place. So it's definitely a fight that both have a lot of win, and they both got a lot of lose. The one that wins, he gets an opportunity at undisputed, and the one that loses, his career is not over. His career isn't over, but he does have to, you know, prove himself again. And even if he doesn't, he can fight the guy that gets the short end of the stick if Bivol and Beterbiev get the rematch, or if not Bivol. So that's definitely a little tournament between them four that can take place, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you let me know in the comments your prediction of this upcoming fight. I would like to know what you think, who you're picking, and why you think they come out victorious. So leave a comment down below. And like I said, I'm glad to be back. I had surgery on I had my wisdom teeth taken out, so I had to sit out for a bit. But now I'm back. I'm back in the gym training my fighters again for the upcoming tournament shows that we're gonna be having, and I'm gonna be posting them. So stay tuned for that because I got a lot more to show you. That's it for today, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, peace out.